There's actually no reason for us to talk to Jacob right now, because anyone who has told us about their loyalty mission will do nothing but remind us of that until after we've taken care of said loyalty mission. Let's deal with our research. We got 2 new weapon upgrades. Assault rifle damage, 2 out of 5. Helps those squad members that actually use assault rifles, and that unlocks assault rifle penetration. Squad bonus plus 25% assault rifle damage against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Upgrades the assault rifles, battle rifles, and machine guns for your entire squad. The slug's tungsten constant is increased, and the weapon's computer is recalibrated, improving penetration of heavily armored targets. A phasic envelope surrounds each slug before it is fired at a target. This disrupts any Mass Effect field protecting the target, resulting in better penetration. And we got a heavy pistol damage upgrade, which is the same as all the other weapon upgrades, only for pistols. Since I also use pistols, that's good for me. Nothing else we can research right now. Is any of that because of lack of resources, or... No, all of it is because of lack of other upgrades. That seems to be the same here. And also here. And the other 2 we don't need, of course. Let's see if the doc has something to say.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Having trouble working between your interruptions and Edie's insistence that insane experiments endanger entire crew. Hard to concentrate. Affecting morale. Anything else?
Okay, we'll leave you.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
We'll leave you alone if you really want that much. I guess we should head down to Tali and engineering, but we'll do that as part of our usual rounds. See how Tali's settling in after all.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tali. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
My female intuition says she wants to be more than just good friends.
I always felt there might have been some chemistry there.
There is. It's in her body language. How she turns to you when you enter the room. How she watches your every move. Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Jack would like to see you down in her hidey hole on the engineering deck. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So Tali might be interested. That is definitely interesting.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, you told us 2 seconds ago. Let's see. Transfer request approved from Admiralty Board Migrant Fleet. Commander Shepard. Per Tali Zora Vaz Nima's request included with her data delivery from Haystrom, the Admiralty Board has approved her transfer to your command. She has been informed that additional duties to the Migrant Fleet may still be necessary on occasion, but has been given extended leeway to determine when her mission with you is considered complete. This choice was hers, but your role as de facto captain during her pilgrimage may have caused her to be more susceptible to your requests. The Admiralty Board trusts that you will treat your new crew member with the respect due an honored member of the fleet. Should any harm come to her due to negligence on your part, this board will take severe and appropriate action. Admiral Rail Zora, who is her father. Migrant Fleet Admiralty Board. Okay, I guess we'd better be careful that she doesn't get hurt. But then we kind of planned on that anyway. Don't really want to see anyone of our team get hurt. I suppose Joker will have a comment on our latest recruitment, as well as an update on the ongoing drama in the cockpit.
It's great to see Tali on board, Commander, just like old times. It is her, right? I mean, because with the mask, it's... Ah, never mind.
Joker. For one thing, kind of a distinctive suit design. So at least we know it's the same Quarian we saw on Freedom's Progress. For another, her voice is really, really recognizable. It's like how I can tell that you're Seth Green. Anyway.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
I think that means we ran out of cockpit drama. For now, anyway.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Talking to Edie again actually has no use. She does not have new things to say. Apparently Jack wants to see us, and whenever Kelly tells us someone wants to see us, that means they are going to ask us for a favor to do with their loyalty mission. But first, I have to see to my fish. Still intent on keeping them alive. We didn't get anything else new, right? No. How are you doing? Good to know. Strange that the space hamster doesn't seem to need to eat. Maybe it eats space. Or something. I don't know. Not really familiar with the anatomy of the common space hamster.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton. Might be the collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know. There's no communications yet.
I'm sure they're safe. You'll see.
I hope so. I guess we'll find out later as the story progresses.
Hey, Shepard.
Hey, Kasumi.
Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Actually, I'm pretty sure we already heard all of those, but she does on occasion have new things to talk about, so it does pay to return every once in a while. And we hadn't looked at the books yet.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
I don't know, I was an early adopter of ebooks. I prefer the portability of an ebook, considering I do most of my reading during my commute. Like Jacob, Miranda will only remind us of her loyalty mission, so...
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes. If I hadn't joined Cerberus, I'd be abducted by the collectors right now.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I couldn't take that. They creep the hell out of me.
Well, you do realize that we're gonna fight them, right? Kind of might put you in the line of fire at some point. I don't know, I'm just putting it out there.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I don't think Garrus actually has anything to say until his loyalty mission, but I'll keep trying regardless. You never know. Let's head to engineering, check in on Jack, see what she wants, and of course see if Grunt has anything to say. But also see if Tali has managed to find her old spot, or something close to it. Too bad Adams isn't here. Hopefully she'll get along with Ken and Gabby. They're nice people, so I suppose she will.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Gath on Haestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Rieger out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
Have you heard any word about Cal Rieger? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor infection.
I'm happy to hear that. I kinda like Rieger. He is the second coolest Quarian, after Tali.
Tell me about the fleet's Admiralty Board.
It's one of two major political powers among my people. The admirals make decisions related to defense or needing immediate action. They also handle major criminal charges, like treason. The other political power is the Conclave, a group of representatives from each ship. They make most of our laws and fleet decisions.
Talking to Tali in engineering about her people and history. It's like old times.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Fair enough. I suppose they don't want Cerberus to know.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
Interesting contrast there. Remember how Tali said that she didn't like the quiet before? Because she was used to the rattling of equipment on the old Quarian ships, where silence basically means something's broken. It seems that serving on the Normandy for a while in the first game got her used to it.
I caught some tension back on Freedom's Progress, and again when you first came aboard. What happened between Cerberus and the Quarians?
They attacked one of our ships, the Idena. It seems they were attempting to kill or control a young human biotic who was on the fleet. I don't really know the details. I do know that Cerberus made an enemy of the Quarian people.
Basically, these are the events from the novel Mass Effect Ascension. We know, of course, that Cerberus was interested in biotics, as evidenced by Jack, but she wasn't the only one. There was another one, named Gillian Grayson, who was placed in the Alliance's Ascension project, which is basically a training facility for biotics. Kind of like BAT, but more advanced and less barbaric. But she was still being kept tabs on by Cerberus. However, her father, well, her adoptive father, sort of, who was actually working for Cerberus, kind of fell out with them and tried to extract her from the facility with the help of one of the people who worked on the facility, Kaylee Sanders, who also starred in the previous novel, Mass Effect Revelation, where she fought alongside Captain Anderson. Do I need to draw a flowchart here? Anyway, Kaylee and Gillian made it off Grissom Station, which is where the Ascension Project was, and decided to hide with the Quarians, who were also involved in the whole story already, kind of, sort of. And Cerberus tried to get her back, and basically tried to blow up the Idena while doing it. which did not endear them, obviously.
Does it look like they're pulling the strings, Tali? I'm not working for them. They're working for me.
So you ordered the listening devices and tracking beacons that are all over this ship. I know you need resources to fight the Collectors, but be careful, Shepard.
Don't worry.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
That's why it's a good thing to have people we can trust on board, like Tali and Garrus. And I suppose we already have plenty of crew members who will have no love for Cerberus, particularly Jack.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a Krogan?
Well, ain't that peachy?
Okay. That was a short conversation.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Let's check some of the other upgrades and stuff and topics to talk about.
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
Okay, that's quite impressive actually, if you can do that with that little material. It reminds me of that one Deep Space Nine episode, I think it was Rocks and Shoals, where one of the what's the name of the species? The ones that are working for the Changelings said that Starfleet engineers could turn rocks into replicators.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The Collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
Okay, that might be of use. Against the Collectors, should we face them again, which undoubtedly we will. The rapidly oscillating kinetic obstruction of cyclonic barrier technology are added to the ship. This should help the ship survive blasts like those that destroyed the first Normandy. Multi-core shielding. What's multi-core about it? Anyway, useful thing to have.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus. They know how to build ships. The Normandy's running even better than before. I don't know if it can stand up to a Collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
Yeah, well, we already got the only idea that she has.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
My shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
Well, keep me apprised if you think of anything else.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Undoubtedly, we will. Let's see what Jack wanted. I suspect she found something in those Cerberus files. Will you let her read?
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't going to see it. I was wired up in a cell.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
You love the power they gave you.
They never gave me a choice.
True.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
Well, it's more believable than roping a bunch of turtles together with human hair.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm gonna talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
A bit extreme, but understandable.
Attacking our allies is gonna derail our mission. Not a smart move.
The files say it was shut down after my escape. It's been abandoned for years. They going to care if I blow up a garbage dump?
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
Don't get your hopes up too much. We kind of have other stuff to do first, but we will get there. I can understand Jack's need to cut off ties with her past like that. I would probably want to do that too, if I had a past like hers. Which, fortunately, I don't.
Shepard.
Rex?
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
I don't.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
What about Garrus? That is a good question.
I don't know if I'll be coming down here for these talks anymore.
Whatever. Don't have to be friends to fight good enemies. Just thought you'd like to know I'm finding reasons for my own battles.
Well, as long as it doesn't become a problem. I do need you to work together with Garrus on later missions. Without putting hammers into his eye sockets.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. One time we were trying to clear out this gun nest outside a base on Vatar. Nothing we did even made a dent in that thing. Someone had the bright idea to kidnap a local girl, strap grenades on her, and make her go seduce the guy in the bunker. Terrible thing, I tell you. Well, she went up there, knocked on the door, and nothing. Grenades never went off. But the guy stopped shooting, and we snuck by. Never found out what happened.
They eloped?
You smoke, Shepard? Don't. That stuff will kill you. You're a kid once. Weapons dealer. Probably half your age. Bastard smoked too close to a cache of explosives. Tossed a butt, blew himself sky high.
That's, not what they put on the cigarette packets, is it? Smoking will kill you from massive explosions.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
And anyway, I don't smoke. And neither does Shepard. Talk to the elusive man, he smokes. Scully, have any backlogged dialogue?
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
It seems she did. About Zaid. Alright. We got, what we came for. Which is Tali. And actually, what I want to do next is go to Ilium, pick up the assassin and the Justicar. Also got a new mission for Jack. First up though, I am going to scan the remainder of this system. Apparently I can't scan this, but there's more planets. Alright, and that's it for this star cluster. Next up, let's head to Ilium.